calling on Crooked Joe, corrupt Attorney General of New York, deranged Jack Smith.
You've seen the rallies, you've seen the press conferences, you've seen the headlines, but nothing quite prepares you for the full picture of how controversial this man's words actually were.
Now, if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath.
This is just the beginning. Donald Trump was not a typical politician. Long before he ran for president, he was a brand loud, unfiltered, and completely unapologetic. Some called it honesty, some called it refreshing.
Make America great again.
Donald Trump is a rhetorical genius. People don't like to hear that.
I think they're weak generally. You want to know the truth, but I won't say that because I don't want to get myself. I don't want to have any controversy. Is that okay? No controversy. So I refuse to say that they're weak generally. Okay?
Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him.
So today, we're going to walk through the moments, the words, and the reactions, and ask one simple question: attacks on individuals. If there's one thing Trump became known for, it was the nickname.
I'm calling on Crooked Joe, corrupt Attorney General of New York, deranged Jack Smith.
Bird brain. I mean, Nikki becomes president.
You know, Lion Ted. We call him Lion Ted. Lion Ted.
Pocahontas. Is that what you said?
Get at little Marco, and I say, man, there's something happening with him.
Basically, she's crooked Hillary.
No, but why did she get rid of it? Hillary, rotten Clinton. Rotten Clinton.
But then there were moments that went further than a catchy name.
Donald Trump provoking fresh outrage. This time, the Republican frontrunner is accused of mocking a reporter who has a physical disability.
And now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember.
That reporter, the New York Times' Serge Kovaleski, who has a chronic condition affecting his joints that limits flexibility in his arms. On Thanksgiving, Trump tweeting, "I do not know the reporter for the New York Times or what he looks like. I was showing a person groveling to take back a statement made long ago." The New York Times saying, "We're outraged that he would ridicule the physical appearance of one of our reporters."
Then there was Megyn Kelly.
Fox News host Megyn Kelly was hit with this nasty tweet from Trump. Megyn Kelly must have had a terrible vacation. She is really off her game. He even retweeted this posting: "The bimbo back in town. I hope not for long." Trump, of course, has been on the warpath with Kelly ever since the Republican debate 2.5 weeks ago.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
To his critics, it was bullying from a man who wanted to be the most powerful person on earth. To his supporters, it was a fighter who finally refused to back down. Either way, the nation was watching, media and journalists. His relationship with the press was not just tense, it was war.
Fake news.
Two words that became the defining phrase of his presidency. He didn't coin the term, but he weaponized it.
And I want you all to know that we are fighting the fake news. It's fake, phony, fake.
You are fake news.
Sir,
go ahead.
can you...
ABC fake,
IRS.
ABC fake news.
You're suing.
Go ahead. I didn't
Can you
call
answer?
on you. But we record when we deal with reporters. It's called fake news.
What started as a campaign talking point became a daily declaration from the Oval Office.
Look, between you people, don't talk to me that way. You're just a lightweight. Don't talk to me that way. Don't talk to. I'm the president of the United States. Don't ever talk to the president that way. Go ahead, take one. Well, I'll give you voters. I will give you voter suppression. You just have to sit down, please. Sit down. I didn't call you. I didn't call you. Okay, question? Yeah, go ahead. Sure. She's shocked that I picked her.
No.
She's like in a state of shock.
I'm not thinking, Mr.
That's
President.
okay. I know you're not thinking. You never do.
I'm sorry?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. How many cases were in the United States when I did my ban? How many people had died in the United States?
Did you acknowledge that you didn't think
Keep your voice down, please. Keep your voice down.
Do you want him to rein in Robert Mueller?
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. But I watch you a lot. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
You didn't let me ask my question.
You've been asking a question for 10 minutes. So please sit down.
The argument is that you bought yourself some time and you didn't use it to prepare hospitals. You didn't use it to ramp up testing. Right now,
You're so
people
disgraceful.
are unemployed.
It's so disgraceful the way you say that. Look. You know you're a fake. You know that. Your whole network, the way you cover it, is fake. And most of you, and not all of you, But the people are wise to you. That's why you have a lower approval rating than you've ever had before, times probably 3.
World leaders and diplomacy. The words didn't stop at America's borders.
The United States has great strength and patience. Rocket Man is on a suicide mission for himself and for his regime. Rocket Man should have been handled a long time ago. Little Rocket Man.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly
this. You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. With us, you start having cards. Right now, you don't. You're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. And we didn't tell anybody about it because we wanted surprise. Who knows better about surprise than Japan? Okay? Why didn't you tell me about Pearl Harbor? Okay? Right? You know, he's asking me, do you believe in surprise? I think much more so than us. When I was in exile, unfairly, as it turns out, rigged election, you know, he knows about rigged elections better than anybody. But you do allow them to take land.
No.
You do allow them to take land.
Nobody can take land.
And then when they take the land, they kill the white farmer. And when they kill the white farmer, nothing happens to them.
No, there is
nothing happens to them.
There is criminality in our country. People who do get killed, unfortunately through criminal activity, are not only white people. Majority of them are black people. And we have now been utilized.
The farmers are not black.
I
don't say that's good or bad, but the farmers are not black. Spain has been very, very uncooperative. UK has been very, very uncooperative with that stupid island that they have.
Trust between the United States and its closest allies frayed in ways that took years to repair. And adversaries, they took careful note of every word. Rhetoric that divided opinion. Some moments cut deeper than others.
There's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah, I think it's called Puerto Rico.
His comments targeted a critical demographic in a very tight election. Analysts anticipate a record 36.2 million Latinos will cast a ballot this year, many of them Puerto Ricans who live in New York and Florida and Pennsylvania. Puerto Rican Congressman Richie Torres, who represents the Bronx, can't understand how a rally for support disparages such a critical segment of voters.
Puerto Rico's not garbage. It's gorgeous. The people, the culture, the island, everything about Puerto Rico is gorgeous. And insulting the people of Puerto Rico, as the Trump campaign has done, is not only bad morals, it's bad politics.
Well, I think the story last night was that 187 Republicans voted in favor of Trump and 4 voted against. I think that was the big story. That seems to be the story.
Tweets criticizing 4 progressive congresswomen of color.
Ilhan Omar of Minnesota, Ayanna Pressley of Massachusetts, and Rashida Tlaib of Michigan are not natural-born citizens. He wrote they, quote, come from countries whose governments are a complete and total catastrophe. Now, 3 of the 4 were born in the United States. Omar, who's from Somalia, became a U.S. citizen 19 years ago. He ended the rant, sarcastically suggesting they go back to those countries, which presidential candidate Kamala Harris called typical of the president.
It is absolutely racist and un-American. And it is an old trope, go back to where you came from, that, you know, you might hear it on the street, but you should never hear that from the president of the United States.
Escalation montage. 4 years, hundreds of press conferences, thousands of tweets, one voice, completely, utterly, unmistakably unfiltered.
The public isn't, you know, they read newspapers, they see television, they watch. They don't know if it's true or false because they're not involved. I'm involved. I've been involved with this stuff all my life.
President Trump's political speech can be shockingly combative and rambling. So much so that some opponents are convinced that his unpolished style is actually a shrewd form of propaganda. Vice News spoke to Terrence Moran, a longtime scholar of political speech, to get an expert opinion.
I think he's very effective. He's learned that hyperbole works. The best, the brightest, the strongest Ronald Reagan used it brilliantly in his campaigns. Barack Obama did it. The audacity of hope or any of that had no meaning. It's just that Trump does it so well.
So here's the thing. Whether you think Donald Trump was the most honest politician in a generation or the most reckless, what he did to the standards of political language is permanent. Before him, there was an unwritten rule book for how presidents spoke, how they handled criticism. That rule book is gone now. But the real question isn't about Trump. It's about us. Was this honesty? Or something else? Drop your answer in the comments below. And if you want more videos that break down the moments that actually shaped modern politics, you already know what to do.